All right, folks, we're set up here again looking for pike at Swan Creek near Akaska, South Dakota. We got a moment. I just got some new rods in from Dakota Fishing here, what we're using, and I want to spool up a couple more. You don't need terribly fancy equipment for this. In this case, we got their Salt series, which is a little tougher rod. This is a 7/6 medium. So you want some backbone. You can tell the way this rod loads up. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on it. It loads up here so it has backbone, but in the tip it's got a little give if these fish do surge. And we're going to use this for a dead rod, and in a little bit I'll show you what we're using for our casting rods. Well, that being said, even as big as these pike are, up over 20 pounds, a 2500 series reel will work for you. You don't need an overly big reel. I mean, these fish will fight, but they do come in. You just got to keep steady pressure on them. With that, we'll run this 2500 Paradigm on there, and we'll spool him up, and I'll show you what we're spooling with and why. So let me get this set up, and then we'll show you what we're using for line. Well, this is the 13th bite I've had today out of 2 lines. I've yet to get a fish in. We're pretty darn early here, and I don't know if they're just dropping the baits or what they're doing, but hopefully we can get one pinned in place here eventually. And this fish was just running. That's a good fish. Boy, it's shallow out there. Try not to let it surface and roll. Yeah, I think I've got it hooked, so I just loosened my drag there just a little bit to give it a little leeway. I'm not, whoa, it did just surface. I don't care to see my sinker coming. Well, I guess it's gonna slide down at me like that. I just have an egg sinker on there, so it just slides down the line, but for some reason it came up. I'm not sure how good this is. It made a pretty good splash when it rolled out there, which would indicate pike. We're not so sure we haven't had catfish chewing on these baits and dropping them. And now he's went way off to the left on me here on this point. That ain't too bad. Come here, guy. Okay, now I'm getting him steered back in here. I'm trying to film this on my own, so we're just trying to steer the fish where we want it. And with that, I don't have anybody to net, so I'm just gonna try to, beach it. That ain't a bad fish. Now he's gonna roll in the gravel. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, still doing a little self-filming here. I did finally manage to get one in here about an hour ago. Interestingly enough, so we had that one in, we had another bite at the exact same time. They've been dropping the doggone baits. This would be bite 15 and 1 fish. And he dropped it too. I'll be darned. Getting the later part of the day, I would think we're in the absolute height of any little bit of warming of the water we've had here. We basically had a dreary, cool, very windy morning, and the wind has switched directions here and slowed down and actually got quite nice now. So the water should have warmed up a little bit, which obviously is key to their activity, because we had early ice out, and heck, we're still in March here. Actually, I guess first day of spring. So be it, a little spring fishing here. Is on, just checking my drag here. No, looks like he dropped it.